Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on Late Show with David Letterman. His brand new 1 hour special, Medicated, just started airing on CISO. He's also a regular on the Anthony Cumia Show and the Artie Quitter podcast. Our host and patient tonight, Joe Matarese.
Who's a Fixing Joe listener here? Who's a listener? I got 8 listeners. Awesome. So you're all Cumia fans? Cumia? Do you watch me on Cumia? Anthony Cumia. Awesome. Love him. Artie Quitter. And I was just asking Jim Norton's new show on Sirius XM. We got it all covered. It's total podcast and radio listening audience. This is awesome. Yes. So I wanted to sit down and just kind of talk it out so you could get the more long-form thing that's going on. So basically, I had a friend have a stroke. Hilarious. I had a friend have a stroke last week, and he was one of these guys that was always working, right? Just going all the time. Like, he would come on vacation with us, my mother-in-law's fiance, right? This Indian guy. Super great guy. His name's Noggin, right? So this is like the Noggin podcast, I guess. He has a stroke, and I pictured him like working while he was laying on the table, stroking out. You know, like, give me my phone, give me my iPhone. I have to call India, you know. Like, I've been that person. Has anyone been that person where you're in the ER and you're worried that you're not gonna make it to work on time? I've had that happen. I got hit in the back on the way to some gig in Jersey in like '93 or something. Smashed it. This is back when we had to pay the tolls on the Parkway in Jersey. I didn't pay though. I would do the fake throw. Jim Florentine taught me the fake throw. He goes, "What are you paying for? You do the fake throw." Fucking awesome. Yeah, you just fucking wing it, and then you fucking go. They're gonna know. Well, they got perfect vision. They're gonna know you didn't throw 35 cents. They fucking pull you over. You go, I fucking did. You fucking missed it. I don't know. Go back and look. It's probably on the ground. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm trying to just basically figure out with these guys tonight that I'm going to bring up, and I thank them so much for doing this, how to slow down, man. Because I don't want to be that guy that's just going. Like, I think it's because, I don't know if it's a showbiz thing or an everybody thing. I've been chasing the comedy dream. They're going to shit on me for this one. Oh, just opening up. It's like an open wound. Chasing it hard, man. All of us up here. That's part of show business. You just go because you think if you stop, you know, they're going to give Amy Schumer some more money. That's what happens. So I'm just trying to figure that out, and I appreciate you guys. At the end, we're going to let you give me some advice. You can ask some questions. We got some phone calls, and we have our guests. So you guys ready to get this started? Let's figure this out. All right. So let's give it up for our first guy coming here, I guess, to give me advice. I do his streaming network. I would say once a month, and I feel like it's probably some of the most fun I've ever had. Thank God my wife doesn't subscribe. I feel like it's the one show you just go, and it's so fun every time. And if you're not a subscriber, you should definitely check out this guy, compoundmedia.com. Give it up for Mr. Anthony Cumia.
Maybe right, maybe crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the light, don't try to save me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to run to keep from having, and I'm down to keep on riding.
You ever clean a horse corral, everybody? Well, thank you, Joe. What a pisser. Great. I never saw a space launch that had a preamble like this podcast has. Jesus Christ. Wow. It's awesome. And you invite me to a show where it's like, how do I slow down? Oh, yeah, I'm the guy for that. Yeah, I'm the guy for that. Awesome. That's right. Let me tell you after my last court appearance at the end of the month, how Anthony slows the fuck down. By the way, not even shitting. Ticket today, speeding ticket. Slow down, yeah. 100 in a 50. I'm not even fucking you.
That's hilarious.
And I know where all the cops are on the Grand Central Parkway, and I'm driving, and those motherfuckers, you'll just be driving, having a great time. All of a sudden, every mirror in your car is just lights. They're all over me, and that was it. I was done. 100. He goes, you know, I could arrest you. I was like, fuck you. In my head. And then I just sucked his dick. Because if I get arrested now, I'm literally going to prison. And sucking dick. So I figure it's a win-win.
Are you on probation?
Yeah, what's probation, really? I'm more an anti-bation kind of person. No, I just have to be good until December 23rd. I almost fucked it up today, which would have been awesome. That would have been the biggest goof. He fucked it up. He was good for almost a year. Almost. Yeah, it's that bad. So, slow down. Yeah, let me tell you.
That's a pizza.
And I'm a guy that likes staying home and playing video games. So it's like every time I go out, I'm fucking up. Stay home.
But you actually, well, I'm going to bring up all the guys. I want to get. I don't want to really do the one by one thing. I want to do the round table.
Oh well,
thing.
fuck that.
Or would you rather do? You like?
I'm like Sinatra on Carson. I'll just leave.
Let's get them all out here all at once. This is going to be fun. Kumi, Anthony could go for hours here. So our next round table member, like I said, he just has his own show on Sirius XM. He's on in the mornings. Give it up, everybody, for Jim Norton.
Thank you. You guys were great. The band from Sling Blade. Thank you, guys.
I play poker with the chief of police.
Randy, you non-tuned son of a bitch. Wow. 100 and a 50. We're all waiting for you to get a 55 and a 12.
Shit.
Hey, can we bring on the next guest? Cue cards. Can we read who it is? Where's the cue cards? Fucking 9 people. Where's my cards?
Dude, I didn't blink.
All right, can we bring up our
All right, everybody. Let's bring out our final panel member here tonight. You listen to his Artie Quitter podcast 4 days a week. ArtieQuitter.com. Give it up for Artie Lang.
Mom's got squeeze the box she wears on the chair. When her daddy comes home, she never gets no rest. Got you playing all night. And the music's alright. Yeah. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that was for you.
I just got the 55 and 12.
Thank you.
Fucking hilarious. I had to Google Anthony.
And it's not even accurate, but there's no 6 mile an hour zone.
You know, Anthony, if the same joke kills with you, that would also kill with Jerry Sandusky. You're right. This is a good idea. If the next comic is Lisa Lampanelli, we're going to flow over to the cellar. I mean, I've been essential booking is less crowded. Joe, I would keep it up.
Thanks for coming, Artie.
Yeah. Every instinct I have
This is
in comedy means we would never speak again. So I'm either gonna.
You got to cash in every once in a while. I figure
Yeah,
I do
no.
yours 30 times, and then you come over and do mine once, and then you don't have to talk to me. I don't have to,
smart.
it's cool.
Well, it cost me as much money tonight as it cost you 30 times.
This costs a lot to do.
Yeah. Well, I got a car I park in a garage. And it's what $180. Then the Vicodin from the guys at the cellar.
Can't you just get Dan Filato to just sit in it, double park somewhere?
You actually have to take a boat to do Artie's show, which is hilarious. You hop on the ferry like, I'm on a ship.
By the way, this is not even about helping Joe. It's an intervention for Artie.
I'm missing Anthony. I'm like, what the fuck is so wrong with your life?
Yeah, Artie does make me feel good about me.
Why do you think
So
Howard
does Gary
hired me?
Glitter.
It's like I look like the Grimace. Show us your tits.
Oh, shit. Well,
My favorite thing ever, the last year there was bad. I was on heroin every day of the show, and the funniest thing I ever did was nodding off. And Kathy Griffin was telling Howard how she was telling her mother she got nominated for an Emmy, and it was her dream as a kid, and she was crying, and then you just hear me snoring. Because Howard, I said, Mom, I got nominated for an Emmy, and it's the funniest thing I've ever done.
well, let's just go around one by one on the just the theme of the phone, because you've figured it out though. You're like a non-email guy, Artie. You don't do the email like. So like, how do you live? What do you shut the phone down? Do you have a routine? What do you do?
I come from a time when people, the whole world has changed. I'm Italian from North Jersey, and people following you was a bad thing. You don't want to if I told my old man 330,000 people are following me, he'd be, oh my God, we got to move. The fuck did you do? It's, I just email, and I don't like, every John Gotti, Sammy the Bull Gravano video, they weren't emailing. They were, they were with an umbrella talking out on the street. I just have this thing where I love to, John Gotti had a guy I worked for him called, his name was Quack Quack Ruggiero. And they called him Quack Quack because he talked all the time. And you don't like people like that. And I have a thing, I would love to go back in time and tell John Gotti that Quack Quack opened a Twitter account. And see how fast he goes, send Quack Quack back here. I mean, everything is, you're on camera, you're talking about yourself, everybody, you weren't supposed to tell wives anything in the mafia. There's a show called Mob Wives. It's all turned around. I don't like email because it's paperwork.
Right.
I don't want anything on paper. I don't want to
see you probably in your relationships get the opposite that like a married guy gets. Like a married guy gets.
You mean head?
Well, yeah. I'm like a volleyball setter up here.
This isn't true. You're teeing it up for this story, right?
Yeah. It couldn't be harder for me. But seriously, like my wife will yell at me if I have the phone on, where you probably would get yelled at for your phone not being on. I can't get a hold of you. Where are you?
Yeah, everyone get in touch with you. Now you can make calls on planes. And people get in touch with you on a plane. You can't go, look, I got to go do something bad. I have to go do everything bad. And while I'm doing it, I don't want to get in touch. I want to go fuck a whore. I want to gamble. I want to make a bet. I want to do drugs. I want to drink. I want to smoke. I want to say the N-word. Everything.
I could,
See, you did it in front of people.
What do you mean, did it?
I said I want to do everything wrong. And you can't do that anymore. A man has to blow off steam, you know, and you got to do bad shit. And there's no chance to do it anymore.
You guys have a really interesting definition of blowing off steam.
Here's a girl named Steam. Girl. Use the term loose.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, like, you know, if you got a bet on a game and a black quarterback throws an interception, you know, African American doesn't cut it.
Or you're cut off in your car.
Or you see one with a white girl. Sorry.
So, Jim.
Good luck selling this. Does the Klan have a network?
I can only sell it to
Yes, it's
Anthony
called
Cumia.
Compound Media.
That was great. I was at a Black Lives Matter rally today. I want to see if I get my wallet back. Laugh at me. A guy's cousin had it. I thought that would get more.
So Jim, like, okay, I don't know you. I probably know you as well as I know Anthony. Like, I don't know you outside of comedy, really. So, like, I don't know, like, are you, like, in a relationship? Are you, like, on your phone all the time? I know you had the hooker thing. Like, is there a time that...
The hooker thing? No, that's
Good
all
setup.
of it.
Well, you really don't know Jim.
Yeah. I know you had that hooker phase you went through from 1968 to 2017 almost. And that thing where you think you're gay, but you're not sure. You know how it is, folks. As long as there's a dress on it, you're heterosexual.
A hooker phase. I'm in mine.
Would you say your daily life, though, is very high-strung, or are you, like, you know how to shut it down and you know where to get away?
It's very, I can't turn it off. I can't stop texting. I can't stop on Kick. I can't stop with the instant community. It's all the stuff you're talking about.
Grinder.
Oh, please. I strike out on Grindr. I'm too chubby.
I could do. I'm so good. I could do Grindr, Uber, and Tinder all at once.
Well, there's a new one called.
I get a town car and I watch a guy get fucked in the ass.
I almost stepped on you with a stupid one. My fault. I was gonna say I joined Grindr Eats. There's Uber Eats.
Yep, that's a stupid one.
But it's coming.
I started one called Clugger. It tells you if a guy who likes Jack Klugman's within 20 feet of you.
Oh, I thought that was Jack.
I knew that would bother. I wanted to dig a hole.
I should have took 30 Adderalls before I came up here. Holy shit! This is what I struggle with. I can't even.
You're not a drug guy. Adderall is a euphemism for methamphetamine.
I know,
I love
dude.
people say I can focus on Adderall because you're on blow.
I'm still not focused. Like, I need more. I need coffee and Adderall at the same time.
I knew a girl who took Adderall. She was narcoleptic. Either that or I was boring. Maybe both.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you're on dope, man. That's why you're happy.
I'm not. Well,
You're not happy on Adderall?
well,
That's trouble.
I'm energetic doesn't mean happy. Like, energy can mean fucking mad.
Richard Simmons just proved that.
I mean, I've called my wife the C word on.
Really?
I did that a couple of times.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that. You got to
Yeah,
put a
but what did
Y
she-
at the
what
end
did
of
she
it.
do?
That really softens it. Cunty's totally acceptable.
When did she stop listening?
Yeah, what did she do to deserve it? I'm sure you didn't do it for no reason.
Exactly. That's
No
what I
guy
said
just
to her.
says cunt for no reason.
Well,
It's not
my-
like, morning cunt. Never happens like that. Never.
That's what I said to her. She goes, "Oh my God, I've never been called that, and I didn't think my husband would be the one." I go, "Well, I guess you were due."
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you took that pridefully. That would have made me feel wonderful.
Jim makes a good point. In The Godfather, Carlo calls Connie a spoiled guinea brat because she was rude to his whore. Come on, now kill me like your father.
That's it.
You spoiled giddy cunt.
Yeah, that when you call your wife a cunt, it immediately changes the argument to you called me cunt. So if that's less than whatever you were arguing about, it's worth saying. I've done it. It's great. Like, this argument's about this, not much. If I call her a cunt, it's less than what we were arguing about.
You want to feel good about yourself? Watch 600
Yeah, I
pounds.
fucked her, you cunt.
Watch us. Watch 600 Pound Life. That's all I watch, man. I feel like Brad
It's called a
fucking
mirror,
Pitt.
Artie.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
Dude,
that was uncalled for. 100% correct.
I'm 280 soaking wet. That makes no sense.
Yes, on Jupiter.
I watch 600 Pound Life, and I feel like David fucking Beckham. It is unbelievable. I have one of those guys on my phone right now. We were doing it. I keep one of the guys who's married to this broad who's 650 pounds. He's got a lazy eye, and he's got hair like Dilbert. And I keep him on my phone. If I talk to a chick, I go like this. And I go. She's like, wow, when did Brad Pitt walk in?
Well, dude, when I called her that, I immediately Googled, like, calling your wife a cunt. I just wanted to see if
What
it was
came up,
I
hero?
Anthony.
wanted to
My
see if it was
mugshot.
common or if people get because I thought my wife was going to divorce me over it. I really did. So I Googled it, and there was all these different ones of people calling their wives a fat cunt. Like, and I was like, can you imagine cunts not mean enough that you gotta.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yes. I've never hit a chick, but I've dated chicks who could take a charge. They run in front of you and plant their 2 feet.
So what did you do that you called her a cunt though? What was happening?
It was. You really want to know?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Did she critique this show?
It was.
Joe, I think you need a new theme song. Shut up, cunt. Cue cards, Joe.
I
Yes,
called her a
cunt.
cunt. It was on the cue card.
It turns out it was can't, but they forgot the apostrophe.
If I give you an honest review, you'll be calling me cunt in 5 seconds.
I'm sitting here doing like comedy math in my head where I'm going, is anyone who knows my wife in the audience? Like I'm all of a sudden afraid of that.
That black guy.
I love how people think racism's over. That just 300 people just laughed at that.
300. What did everyone in the audience laugh twice?
I was trying to help Joe out. This is like I could see Ellen's company buying this.
I'll tell you you can have fun with it. I'll just give you the real story.
Dude, you're like the Lusitania sitting in the middle of the sea.
My wife did two really stupid things back to back. Like in
Married you and then.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, it doesn't. Did you ask her to sign a prenup?
No.
Okay.
She makes more than me.
All right.
If we get divorced, I get a BMW.
She work at McDonald's.
Just end it here, Joe.
Yes.
Let the band sing something else.
Anthony's so much nicer on his one-on-one show.
This is your show, Elias.
If this was your Eat True Hollywood story, it would say, coming up, Joe invites Anthony Cumia. No, go ahead.
What happened?
What was the second thing?
Yeah.
We got an hour to kill.
Oh shit.
Why? Well, you were arguing about what?
It was first off, she got in a car accident. She came home.
Holy shit.
She came home.
You start saying funny shit now?
Well,
I know how she feels. I got booked on one. All right. Was she okay?
Yeah, really, wait a minute, that's right.
Yeah, we gotta make sure she's okay. I hope so. He called her a cunt. Yeah, in the hospital. Am I gonna be okay? I don't know, cunt. Are they poking my toes with a pin?
That was an 83 Dodge Dart, you cunt.
I had Rush's first album on cassette.
I guess the biggest slam is I'm married to a doctor and none of you can keep a woman.
Oh no! Oh!
So,
Married to a doctor. Too bad it's not Kevorkian. He's dead. That doesn't even work.
The thing is, it's Dr. Dre.
And I'll be honest, I don't even know if I want to keep a woman at this point in my life. You know?
I want to keep him. I'll keep him for like 48 seconds.
All right, so what happened? She had an argument, an accident. She was okay.
she got in a car accident. She left the scene without getting any. She left the scene without getting anything of the person that hit her in the back of the car. Didn't get their license plate. Didn't get their address. Didn't get their email. Got like not their insurance card. Fucking nothing. And that kind of annoyed me.
Sure.
And then 2 days later, she comes walking in the kitchen. She goes, "Oh, I set up that Peapod thing." Well, okay, what's that? She's like, "Well, you know, you order the groceries. I set up Peapod. They're going to be delivering groceries tomorrow." I go, "Well, what time?" She goes, "I set it up between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m." I go, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's when I'm getting the kids ready and I got to get them to school." And she's like, "I did something nice for us. What's wrong with 6 in the a.m.?" And then my son...
This is so much better than fucking random girls, right, guys? Blows it away. Oh, that sounds great. 8 a.m. for the groceries. Ooh.
Note to self: never marry a doctor.
Yeah, the last time I got blown, I thought, God, I wish Fresh Direct would interrupt this.
Who's he?
Kid Fresh Direct. Nothing like a Hummer and hummus. Boy, this is a good show.
You know what's great? I have bad hearing. I can't hear anything you guys are fucking
Oh, you have no
slamming
idea how
me.
lucky you are.
I'm missing everything.
Well, don't worry, you're not missing applause.
I think you want your eyesight to go. That's why. Go ahead, Joe. The second thing.
Sorry, we apologize.
Well,
So she had this book for 6 a.m. You complained. I want to know. I want to get back on track. I got to hear the...
I can't believe someone has a schedule in life.
You wanted to...
cunt slid out of my mouth as I turned the corner. One of those. It wasn't like a direct "you cunt" right in her face. It was like, oh, like I thought I was not mad, and then it was a cunt on exit.
Okay.
Which isn't, I guess, as bad, but when it's the only time your wife's ever been called that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough to get laid again after that one.
Well, when she said I was the first time anyone's ever called me that, did you apologize? Because then you could have said, well, now you're a liar.
You know, well,
He just set himself up for a
Yeah, I certainly
punchline.
did.
That was hilarious.
Why not? Yeah, why not? That's what we do here. We set ourselves up.
Well, this is kind of, well, we can say, one of the things I think with everybody running like fucking crazy these days is that nobody's really connecting. I know this is like fun for you guys to slam the shit out of me,
Yes.
but
it actually is. Yeah.
It is.
I didn't think I'd like this as much.
no, but
I can't think of anything more fun than this evening. This is actually awesome.
it's fun, but it's very disconnected, and that's why you're single. It's
Oh,
like
stop
I'm serious.
No.
I'm
No, that's why I'm a
serious.
comedian.
No, but you know, this is like a podcast, and you know, it's all right to slam.
I'm
the shit out of
single
me.
because of fat shaming.
No, but I feel like the world we're in now, that everybody's like a little fucking disconnected. No one has a real conversation. This doesn't feel like a real conversation.
This is how you wanted to have a real conversation?
Yeah, in front of a room full of people. And then you mentioned I called my wife a cunt. We're supposed to go. Let's get to it, Joe.
These guys are paying, what was it, $14 for a Rolling Rock?
Are you guys
wanna hear
enjoying the
jokes?
show? That's as connected as you can be to an audience.
And if you think I have an unbiased
Let me get a fucking word in on my own show.
No, I have to say this. If you think I would have an unbiased opinion on how social media fucks relationships up, yeah, maybe not.
I know.
But seriously, do you have a problem connecting one-on-one?
Of course we do. You know that.
Right. Okay.
me for 20 years,
I
Robin,
think
you know, that's why I'm on the radio.
I don't know what it is, but every comedian that I've met that is super fucking quick-witted, like all three of you guys, you're all single, and you have trouble in a fucking conversation.
And, hold on, and every comedian...
I'm serious.
Trouble
We
in a
actually couldn't
conversation.
Wait, no.
See?
He thinks I have trouble connecting. Tell him I don't.
No, that's true.
Jimmy
That's
says.
true. And every comedian
No, it's
I
not.
know...
It's wrong. It's actually wrong.
Every comedian I know who's not witty and not funny is married to a doctor. Obviously a joke.
I will.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and take
but
that.
I'm not a disconnected person. Like I know that you guys are quicker witted than me, and very.
not true.
I really think that.
That's not
I
true.
know for a fact if we had the yes, you are, but I know from being in this business for 29 years what I might be better at than you guys.
Life.
Which would be?
Well, life
Life,
probably.
yeah.
Life.
Is he doing an Opie impression?
What do you think?
Yeah, dude, fixing Joe. This right now is what you should fix. The fact that you're getting resentful.
I'm not getting resentful.
Or
I'm not
uncomfortable.
resentful. No. You know
we're
how
having
no,
fun with you.
No, I know you're. I'm not resentful. I swear to God, I'm not mad. I like that you're getting the laughs. I swear to God, I'm not.
Well, someone's got us.
Someone's being a cunt.
Seriously.
See, it's so much fun. This job is so much fun.
Yes, this is a great crowd. They're awesome. No, but seriously, I think you guys can relate to when you're in some sort of situation like this with a bunch of comics, and if they're talking more than you and getting more laughs, it's a normal comedian thought to be like, fuck. I'm bombing. It's like
not
we get that
bombing. No
feeling.
one is
though.
thinking of that.
No, I know, but it's a natural thing. Like I don't know.
No, you're gonna die amongst your grandkids. I'll die at a Marriott in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Let me have this night.
All right.
My last moments on
At
earth
least I got
surrounded
that-
by Big A and Bobo. They're my family. That'll be great. What did I fucking do wrong?
I'm gonna die when I'm still in my hooker phase.
Well, and have fun with this, because seriously, I want to know, like, when you do a show, and answer it honestly, all three of you guys, when you're done, do you go hide, or do you sit and shake hands with the people?
Depends. If I've sold merch for a year. I took more fan photos than almost any comic I've ever met because I would sell merch afterwards and talk to almost anybody
Right.
who's been to a Jim Norton show.
Right.
I talked to almost everybody on the way out.
Yeah, okay.
And if I have to talk to 100 people that I might fuck one, I will absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, it depends on
I
how many
love
days you're
hang-
teaching. Molester.
Another one. See,
This is a true story. The only time I ever talked to somebody after a show was I was in St. Louis, 2 a.m. I'm on stage at the Funny Bone, that with the paper thin wall behind you. You know that one where the band, you could hear the fucking band, like you're the drummer of the band behind you. And karaoke night. I listened to a guy sing "Living on a Prayer," and I was so fucking hungry. And it was 2 a.m. And I remember as a little kid on the side of a White Castle box, it said St. Louis was one of the cities it was in. And I said, "Is there a White Castle near here?" And it was like Springsteen going into Born to Run. The last thing I remember is saying, "Can you drive me to White Castle?" And I woke up with 8 double cheeseburgers on my chest. I never sold merch. I'm very lazy, you know. That heroin does that. But I see you guys were drug guys. Jimmy is an impressive human being because I remember saying to you, you had the same schedule as me. you know, I would come in at Sirius. I look like Keith Richards coming from Studio 54, and you're like an efficient person. You really are, and you're funny and you're edgy. You still
Thank you.
You live healthier, and I just never, you know, the
Healthier.
drug scene.
You ever heard of AIDS?
Now,
Those
Artie and I was-
weren't cheeseburgers
You're
on
right,
his
Joe.
chest.
Joe, you're right. These guys are cut.
No, but I would see Artie every morning. I would be going up for Opie and Anthony, you'd be going up for Howard, and it was funny to see. We'd kind of get in at the same time, though.
Oh, right.
I was impressed that he got up. I mean, I was amazed.
But no, when you go into the drugs, I couldn't get off drugs the entire time, so it's a very different experience. You know, it's like, you know, I didn't talk to anybody. I isolated. Coke was a social drug. You want to go out, blah, blah, blah. And you meet a lot of assholes.
But I don't know how you got up that early, especially from Coke.
Listen, well,
There's no like, oh, well, let's put this Coke away for tomorrow. We'll do more Coke later.
It just had to last through Robin's News. on the E! Show, you wouldn't see my head sometimes.
Do you realize I am sitting between a couple of people who have slept through the alarm clock?
Yeah.
I slept through in Vegas. It got to the news that I was dead. They announced I was dead on the news, and my girlfriend tried to tell me that, and I slept through that.
do you think now this? I already hear the jokes, but seriously, do you think it's possible to be positive and funny? Does it have to be mean and negative every?
guess.
Well, back to his earlier point about AIDS.
Yes,
But
it's
seriously.
really positive.
Well, yeah. HIV positive.
HIV positive.
So one time you want to think negative.
Let's not weight loss shame.
Now, because like I thought,
There are very few people that could, I think, be funny and be positive.
is there anyone?
Like
Dave
Brian
Brooks.
Regan's hilarious, and there's
but it's not positive. It's
No,
just
it-
observational.
But he's miserable if you ever
not
talk to
nice.
him.
no, believe me, I know it's great.
I mean, you mean off stage, you know, right? Well, Joe, you mean off stage?
Well, I'm talking. Well, it was more on the line of like everything on Twitter is just anything you say gets a negative response, and everybody
Right.
is in this world now where they like. I'm gonna be really mean, and that's what's funny. Like no one ever goes for the let's say something funny, but not like you saw. Like everything is just mean. I'm wondering if it's even possible. Like I'm trying to think of a comedian where you walk out and go, "Oh, that was funny."
It's harder to be is positive and funny because usually being funny is a reaction to something, and also conflict is funny. Nobody talk to somebody about how was your date. Oh, it was what a dream.
Right.
Boo. How was your date? He took his dick out. Sit down.
Right. Well,
Positive is boring.
But when you
Taxi
say
episode about Mary Lou Henner or about Danny DeVito, what do you watch? You watch the Louis one. It's 'cause he's an asshole. And that's television shows the same way, I think. You know?
But like,
Yeah. There are people that are just blatantly mean on Twitter and stuff. But I think comedians, because they're thinking all the time, it's very easy to see all the negative. Ignorance being bliss, that is so true. You look at a retard sometimes and go, God, I wish I was retarded.
but like,
I was waiting for wish come true.
I was going to, but then you looked at me and I'm like, oh, he's pointing at me. I wasn't fast
If you
enough.
have a career where sometimes you blurt out, God, I wish I was retarded, there's something wrong.
Yeah. There's going to be an issue there.
well, like Anthony and I, we talk a lot about shows we loved growing up, where like All in the Family and different shows where it wasn't just the punchline. It was more like it took you on this, where it would have a little serious moment, then it would get really fucking hilarious, then it would be mean, then it would, it didn't stay on that note. And I don't know. Maybe that's just me, and I'm.
Would you watch Wile E. Coyote if you didn't get blown up? That's what I'm saying.
But I gotta be honest. My favorite comedian. I even think Richard Pryor. He took you on this. It wasn't.
It was
just,
stories.
It
Yeah,
wasn't just.
But it was
fuck that up
negative.
punchline.
It was negative stuff. I mean, it was a
His mother was
tragic life.
I know, but there were moments where you didn't. I don't know. I don't know. It's a different emotion for me. I think. I don't know.
Right.
Do you think he was
Sorry.
Do you think he was like lambasting people though in his act?
Richard, no. I mean, he grew up in a whorehouse. I mean, he was talking about that life, you know.
Yeah, but that was like his shit that he was going through.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, that guy's an asshole or this guy's an asshole, which is what people think is funny when they're on Twitter.
No, yeah,
because
well, he
it's
was-
usually Anthony's an asshole.
Well, no, the Twitter thing is just so disgusting, and the anonymity of like, you can't get sensitive.
Anonymity, it's Jim Norton.
Well-
He's the one writing it.
You can't get sensitive. I made the mistake
No.
of getting sensitive once. I announced I was engaged. I mean, and it ended in a fiery wreck. Right. So a picture of me and the girl. The first tweet to me was a kid in Iowa, and I should have known because his name was @Artie's Black Liver. And I said, "What am I getting my doctor report?" So the first tweet back, "Eat a dick, fatty." I mean, in my grudge, she burst into tears by me.
What was the second tweet you got from her blocking you?
That was from her mother.
Eat a dick.
Social media and phones, like you were saying, everything changed everything. When I was a kid, you used to have to get in touch with your friends Friday at school to know what the whole fucking weekend was. Because there was no getting in touch with anyone after that. Everything was face to face. You're knocking on doors. Is, Bob here or something?
Interaction, what you were saying, so you
Yeah,
knew people
yeah.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, my fucking daughters wants to FaceTime my wife if she doesn't want to deal with me. She just like FaceTime mom.
yeah.
What's her number?
Ridiculous.
Look, they're not even laughing at it. That's too much. Ooh, I have a daughter, you asshole.
Hey, by the way, is the door open? It's fucking 7 degrees in here. I'm freezing.
It's cold.
The whole time I've been cold, and the audience is cold. And you want to talk about connecting? I'll speak up. Close the door. We're chilling. Boys.
But radio fans are very intimate. Those like it really is like you went to work
they
with
know
them in
you.
the morning. Oh my God!
Yeah.
And they yell shit out now because Howard still does the replays in the morning. And I do a gig now. They yell out something that happened that morning in 2006. You know the amount of drugs I've done. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You have to remember and then address 10-year-old material.
I outright say you do.
Well, you know what that's like?
You do.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. 4 hours of radio, you do so much shit.
How about working on vacation? Do you guys actually take vacations?
No.
Never,
No,
right?
I only take off to go and fly and do a gig. That's it. I'll go to see UFC events. That's the only thing I do that's not comedy. I'll take a night or two off to go to see a UFC event in Vegas. But that's it.
That's
Trip
it.
to Taiwan every so often to see the temples. The temples on a 9-year-old.
I took a.
Put your hand on some temples.
I took a girl to Paris once. This is how that ended. I got arrested. I was in jail in Paris overnight, and I left her in Paris. And she said, "I have no money." And I said to her, it's the last thing I said to her. I said, "You have the most expensive currency between your legs. Use it."
Wow. Sage advice.
That ended the relationship.
And the next morning you saw her back in New York.
Yeah.
So apparently.
Absolutely.
I should have ate a dick, fatty.
Did that end the relationship, or was she
No,
still going to be your mom?
I smooth talk. I'm sorry.
And that girl's my wife, ladies and gentlemen.
That girl is Wanda Sykes. I don't know why I said that.
Do you worry about the unhealthiness of just running like that? I know Artie doesn't, but
I just got a good fucking
Bill of health?
physical doctor. Yeah, everything's good.
You sure?
Who'd you go to, Dr. Nikopoulos?
I got diabetes and
Dr.
cirrhosis.
Matarese.
He's got
Diabetes and cirrhosis. Other than that, I'm fine. Fine. Not diabetic now. That's fucking scary because I'm 50. That's the age they tell you when you're younger. When you're 50, you're gonna, it's gonna catch up to you. Apparently, it did.
Well, Jim,
Well, 50's the new 70.
I'm the only guy who ever got fat on cocaine.
Well, you eat faster.
But there's a true story. In rehab, a black kid said to me across the fucking group therapy in front of everybody, "Are you pouring that shit on cheeseburgers?"
Have any of you three
I
had
went to rehab with Dave Chappelle.
Have any of you three had ever had a health scare because of your because you weren't ever
Yeah,
taking
I was
a
almost
day
healthy
off?
once.
Yeah.
I got health.
This is really fixing me.
Yeah, I had to
man.
have a stent
I feel
put
so
in,
fixed.
like on Ron and Fez, like Fez. Fez had 8 stents put in or something. I had to have a stent put in back in 2002. I was on a beef and cigarette diet, and it was really bad. Like, yeah, that kind of was like, okay, I gotta quit smoking and kind of calm down a little
Wake
bit.
up call.
But then you're like, fuck it.
Did they put the stent in, or did they open your chest and realize there's nothing in here?
Unbelievable. I
got-
love watching his eyes size it up. He's like, I got it. It's so fast. He's like, got it. Keep talking because I got it.
Well, one time Beetlejuice on the Stern Show called me and said I was a mess. Are you a mess? When the black toothless retarded midget.
So your advice to me would be to just keep going because I feel like
Stop working, live off your wife.
I'm working constantly. It's not enough, man. To live
It's
in New York.
enough. What are you adding to it?
To live in New York, you gotta make insane fucking money.
You live in fucking Albany.
No, I don't.
No, you actually have a beautiful house. Yeah. Do you
I
rake
live-
the lawn and shit?
I
You
live
know?
a few blocks from Ray Rice.
Do you rake? I went to Ray Rice's wedding. He had a best man. She had a cup man.
Oh, hey,
Nice self-set.
guys.
That was perfect.
I mean,
Bam. Unbelievable.
He laid her out, man.
So my life's fine, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, compared to ours. Compared to mine.
I like my
Jimmy's
life.
got it together. Jimmy does have a good, you know.
I'm doing okay.
You're
but,
happy.
Yeah, I'm fair,
It's
relatively. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun because zero responsibility is great. And I know it's not a healthy thing at this point in my life. You know, what am I hoping for? 90 going, I think I'm going to settle down. like at this point,
Yeah,
though.
why not Sumner Cumia?
What do you like? I'm the richest man in town.
Do you not love Sumner Redstone? That's a good life.
96 years old, he paid a flight attendant $18 million to have sex with her. Paid his sister $6 million
Jesus.
to have sex with her, which must have caused a rift.
Yeah, 18 million. You could have fucked Mohammed Atta for that much.
Tatas, tatas.
Yeah, that guy. And they said his sexual proclivity was like a little odd.
A little odd, right?
Which at 96, what are you going to do?
little.
Yeah,
$18 million.
18 million. To put 2 fingers up his ass, probably.
It's a lot of money. Just to blow a flight attendant. So, John, I think you're fine.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, you're
We'll see you
like
in 6
the
months for a
sensible
cleaning.
guy. But how long have you been married?
11 years.
All right. I'm thinking I made it 9, but it was a bad 9. Oof. A horrible fucking 9. The last half of it was just like trying to get threesomes together. Hey, wife, you like girls?
That'll
you hang
work.
out with them all the time. Why don't we fuck one?
That's healthy.
Yeah, always good for the relationship. I remember one time I was with my wife and we were watching Dr. Drew and he was talking about how horrible threesomes are because it always fucks the relationship up. And I'm like, give me the remote. Where the fuck this asshole? He doesn't know.
But
Next thing I know, Dominic Barber's going, you must share your money with her. Fuck you.
At least the wife keeps you in check. Like I fell off the wagon in February with this hooker. I brought her on a road with me, and I snorted glass. She broke up an OxyContin with a salt shaker from room service and didn't tell me that she left the room. And I go, it felt like a zipper. Like, and
She had OxyContin from room service?
no, she had it.
Oh. What a great hotel.
At the Best Western. At the Best Western on 10th Avenue. She doesn't tell me, and the glass gets in the fucking thing, and I snort it, and I got like a permanent fucking shitty thing here. Holy shit. Yeah, so look, you're happy, just stay married. Like, in other words, there was nothing to stop me from going, here's a good-looking broad. I used to fucking Boston, has blow, and I'll go with her because I don't have anybody waiting at home. They're waiting to fucking put together a Scrabble board.
See, that sounds like a great night.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know, 11 years up. Do you ever think?
I'm not unhappy in my marriage. It's not at all.
Does
I'm
your
more-
eye
we
ever
doing here?
I'm
stray?
talking more about just I don't have downtime in my life. It's just and then go to sleep late and wake up really early and start all over again every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's that comedian lifestyle.
Right.
And I'm at an age now, like you said, I'm about to be 50, and I don't want to fucking die. You know. I knew that was coming.
By the way, when have you played Scrabble? That sounds like fun. Oh.
I played Scrabble in the mental ward.
Yeah,
Most
me
fun
and Artie
ever.
went to the same rehab. That was great. Not a rousing fucking endorsement.
There was an open G on the board, and some guy who hadn't gotten his stories in yet put an H and an R next to the G. And I just said, let's add it up.
They treated your room like it was a holy place.
Oh, you went to the same?
Oh, yeah. They're
And-
like, this is where Artie stayed. Like, holy shit. I'll pray in front of that.
They made the mistake of giving me a fentanyl patch one night. I'm like, you got the meds at 7:15, and I was back there every fucking day at like 6. I'm like, when is the med?
The worst thing is they bring people in at night and they're hammered drunk.
Oh, yeah.
And every girl they bring, it's like, I think I could fuck her.
Oh, I've had a couple of chicks that are way out of my league I fucked in rehab because they're disoriented. You know?
It's like a gazelle at the watering hole.
She's wounded.
The next morning, she's like, "Oh God, I thought you were Howard."
She's got those pelican goggles on. Joe, you've lost control of the show.
I'm just checking emails now. Just getting shit done. How you guys?
Shit.
Go ahead.
See, he
Go?
can't
Can we
stop.
go or what? It's been like 40
Great.
minutes.
He can't stop.
This is great.
It's been an hour. What if I give this roller money back? Can I go? It's been an hour. I got
Well,
shit to
guys,
do.
thank you. I really feel better now.
Is that the end of it?
Call me later.
That was abrupt.
You want to just? It was abrupt.
The ending.
How? I don't know where we are for time.
Yeah, because the rest of the
We're
show's
at
been smooth.
9:37, but we started like 15, 20 minutes
We've been
late.
here for an hour, the three of us.
Oh yeah, it's been about an hour.
Why does your
Jim.
picture look like Negan from The Walking Dead?
I wish I got that reference.
I just
Bob
laughed at
Dwyer
a reference.
baseball
I have
bat.
no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't watch TV?
Huh?
You don't watch TV?
I don't watch Walking Dead.
Just sports, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Should have got bets on.
Dude, that's how fast my life pace is right now. I haven't seen any TV in like months. Nothing. There's just go.
Well, you should
can't
start
imagine.
February
It's
19th.
well,
because
I
my
got
show's
kids
coming
too, man. If anyone out here, it's you guys don't have kids, so you can't really wrap your
I
mind.
do,
Well,
I have a
technically.
out. I got a chubby Filipino kid in Vegas.
Sets off firecrackers in my house.
Oh, that's Cosmo. He's having fun.
Rick
the funniest thing.
Springfield, good friend of mine.
I'm so jealous.
We should do this every week. You guys free next week?
I'm in.
I was gonna send you guys. I was gonna take phone calls and all that, but I just feel
How you gonna
like,
do that?
I got. Well, people leave
How is that
voicemails.
done?
The people leave voicemails and
Take a couple.
you
Let's see
guys-
what they had to say.
But you
Come
guys,
on.
you guys will just.
No, I would love
You guys
to-
can leave.
Hear what they have to say.
You sure?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see what they have to
Dino.
say.
I got some fucking beauties.
Anthony, you haven't called me.
Wait, somebody's hearing this right now? Like,
Not
outside
now.
This room?
No, these were they leave voicemails on the hotline.
When does
Make
it
fun of
air?
that. When does it air?
Yeah.
Probably never. I have the power of airing this.
Do you edit this down at all? This should just kind of be like.
Oh yeah, this will be edited.
Do you
down.
really? Do you really?
By the time it's done, I'm going to be getting all those laughs that you're getting.
Do you edit it or no?
Yes.
Do you really? Why?
Really?
Why?
It's a
I would just
podcast,
let it
right?
roll.
I edit some. You edit it when someone goes, "Could you not error that I said that?"
Oh,
you gotta
yeah,
take
yeah,
that
yeah.
out.
You're the king of that, man. Fucking
Oh,
on
so
my
if- every
podcast. He gets paranoid over everything. I got a phone call an hour later. Cut that out when I said about that.
We shit on our own manager for an hour.
What's he gonna do?
That's true. He never.
Joe, I'm the
Everything we
worst
said about the
manager.
wife cunt thing has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's,
that
that's
I think you
definitely
should
not-
leave all
45
this
minutes.
in. This was fun, man. This was really fun.
Absolutely.
Fun. Shouldn't edit this.
Take out the fat jokes.
Take that out.
And my references to trans people.
I actually think this is one of Anthony's fans here.
Oh, shit.
How long does it take
no.
for a phone call?
We got volume here.
Good morning, Joe. It's Chris.
Turn that up.
Good morning, Joe. It's Chris. As per your request, take 2 of the Anthony Cumia Christmas carols. We can all slow down and enjoy this beautiful holiday season. Trump to the world, Donald has
Take care,
come.
Yeah. Yeah,
Artie,
that
you're
was,
taking the mic with you.
Every
Artie,
time
you're
he
dragging
goes
the
to
mic.
phones, he's wrapped up like an ostrich in a bolo. Yeah. God damn. Every time you go to phone calls, it's over, Johnny.
Well, that wasn't a bad. I think they're gonna be live calls that we could ridicule.
That would be great, right?
Oh, I would love that.
They can't even be ridiculed or ridiculed.
If some. Well, we actually we were also wanted to take some advice calls from the what was that?
We got advice from the audience. Questions from the audience.
Yeah, we want some questions from the audience. Where's
That'd be nice.
Where's Paul? Paul with the wireless. Paul Spratt.
I'm getting the mic.
Sounds like you got it.
Okay, Paul. Yeah.
Do you want him to come up, Joe? You want him to come
No,
up?
throw the microphone at whoever wants to talk.
Yeah.
We want, if you have a question, you got to raise your hand. Raise
There's a
your
guy
hand.
here.
This guy over here.
I got
Sir.
one in the back.
Come over
right
to
by-
this guy to the front.
Adam Ferrara has
Fuck,
something to
we
say.
don't want the.
Fuck the guy in the back.
Come up to the
Yes.
front here. This guy with the
There's a
tie.
guy here who's
We need
dressed
you
like
to
everyone
stand on the
who's ever-
stage,
Not even
sir.
paying attention.
Sir, could you come up? Give this guy a round of applause.
Yes.
Guy with the tie. Get him up
I'll
here.
come back
Yes.
to you.
He's fresh off of raping someone at a bachelor party.
Artie's gone.
Just come to the corner right there and put him on.
I'm
the
gonna
mic.
roll my shirt sleeves up and get something done.
If you could kind of tell the crowd and us kind of cheat it a hair that way.
Cool.
Just a hair that way. What your question is.
Hello, hello. Yo, what's up, New York City? I'm Arthur Valiant from West Texas.
Cool. Thank you. That's the correct response. I don't mind Arthur Valiant. Prince was my favorite cartoon, though. Prince Valiant. Go ahead, Artie. I'm just funning.
Ah, man, I wish Artie wouldn't have just left because while he was stuttering, I had this whole...
Something you'll never hear Howard say? I thought this was... Sorry.
$99,000 ad pyramid, whatever it was. What do I know? Go ahead.
You guys are in the back of the limo. Joe, you're the driver. It's Artie, Jimmy, Anthony, paper, scissors... Excuse me.
Oh, no.
Paper, scissors, rock. Paper, scissors, rock.
Hold on. Bob Kelly has a comment.
I'm on... Paper, scissors, rock. You each get to pick your rock, paper, scissors. You pick the other guy's chick from the 90s.
I picked the other guy. What?
Oh, shit.
You pick the other guy's chick from the 90s. Sexy
Just pull a
or-
Bill
His
Burr
chick
and
from the
say, "Suck a
90s
dick."
wasn't born.
Oh, shit. I'm just glad I didn't say Tracy Morgan was in the limo, too.
I don't know.
Hopefully the next guy's better.
Okay. Hello, sir. You have a very low threshold to compete with right now.
Thank you.
Hey,
Question
Bono.
for Artie Lang.
Bono's here. How you doing?
Where?
It's adorable.
Who, the lady with the glasses? Yeah. Oh, hi.
Kind of looks like Bono, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Would I still having fun? Jimmy.
Why the green gloves? Oh, it's cold. I thought you were making a color choice. Okay.
Jimmy, just to go back to your last comment, last time I saw Bob Kelly, the first like 30 seconds, he walks out on stage and does a slow wave. It's like, hello, me.
Those are the moments.
It was good. It was good. I lost something in translation, but...
Then he blocked out the sun and the natives went bullshit.
Yeah, Bob Kelly skydiving was the best part of Apocalypto. You know
question, as someone who has tried stand-up and completely bombed every time, how do you do...
Tonight?
How do we do what? Because I'll be honest, before I came here, I bombed ferociously. I'm shooting a special on Saturday, so I'm doing sets every night. I bombed ferociously at the Comedy Cellar tonight.
Wow.
I tried a new opening line. It was nothing.
Was it, hey, fuck sticks?
No, that's what got me out of it. No, the opening line I tried, I said, hey, I hear that pineapple makes your cum taste good, so I have to stop eating it.
Bunch of Hawaiians all angry at you.
Yeah.
But it was a Dole Company convention.
It got a 0. I couldn't dig out of the hole. What was your question?
Legit, how do you do between riffing with your buddies and actually writing material? Joe was talking about that disconnect you have where you could just fuck around with your friends and be as brutal as possible.
But it's not a disconnect. In a way, it's like it's the most connected I feel. Joking around like this, it's like you're so locked into this moment and everything that's being said. Like my mind works better here than anywhere, so I don't feel disconnected here. I feel very, very connected. It's
That's
a different
completely
thing.
where I agree. But how do you get yourself into the mind to actually sit down and write an actual
I'm not
joke?
good at that at all. I actually just write on stage. I'm not good at sitting down. I'm not disciplined. I admire Colin and guys who can do that. I'm not.
That's
really
why I
good
could
at that.
never do stand-up. I've never done stand-up.
You were funny. You did it in Montreal, and you were funny.
But
You were
I
funny.
can't think of sitting there and writing something down and then having to assess it.
I wish you felt
and
that way on
work.
Twitter.
I'm not going to top that. Thank you guys so much.
You can't even have a conversation. It's just, all right. Here's a call on the phones here.
Hey, it's Johnny Stein, United States. Are you running yourself too hard? If your wife is attacking you sexually, then it's just right. If not, then you're not running yourself hard enough. Keep working until every time she fucking sees you, she jumps on you and attacks you sexually. Thank you.
Wow, that
Puts
should
the
have been...
lotion in the basket. Does this whenever it's towed.
Wait, Mrs. Littman?
Put the fucking lotion in the basket. That was creepy.
Yeah, it really was. Two great big fat.
Joe, we have another question if you want. Another
Yeah.
brave soul who's willing to give it a go.
No, we do. We want them all.
How's it going? So Joe, before you were talking about connecting with people, kind of slowing down, and you were asking Anthony and Jim and Artie these questions. If there was somebody on the stage that you didn't address, and I was curious about his answer, and that was Chip. I was just wondering how Chip.
Very professional lead-in.
Fuck yeah. I never slow down. I move so fast, I'm like light. You heard what I said?
I got another one, Joe.
Oh, wait.
And it might sound something like this.
It's Kevin coming back from Philly.
This is a gender changer. Is that what you call them?
I don't
Who
think
are you
they're
telling?
called that.
I'm telling you
I think he
guys.
has a
This is,
gender changer.
what do you call it? A
What do I call it? A Good
transgender?
Friday night.
What I was saying was, I don't think that you should too much anymore play up the fact that you're on this antidepressant and that one, and you take that one.
You can't even tell.
Because
That's what I tell myself.
people want to know that the celebrities they like have it together.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know what that was.
I think that was Chris
But it
Farley
sounded
from
sexy.
the
Yeah,
grave.
I'll say.
I think we should go back to
We got
aggressively
who we got
sex.
live here.
Uh,
What up? It's Wilbur.
Do you have any advice for me?
I have a question. Called your wife a cunt, but
Oh shit! We're editing this all out.
Damn.
That's right. No, hold
Your
on. Let John
question
Jones
just-
finish.
Oh, shit.
by any chance is she a gynecologist?
Oh, gynecologist.
Wait. What'd you say? Your mic dropped out.
By any chance?
That's good. That reminds me, I gotta buy a beard trimmer. It's the guy on the box, I swear.
This guy right here, go over to Paul. This guy right here's got a question.
oh, yours in the middle. Hang on.
Get him to stand
Hold
up.
on.
You
No,
gotta get
get
up.
him to move to you, Paul. You have power.
No, you
I have
walk over
power.
there.
I've never had
Power.
Why don't you walk over
You
there?
gotta come to me.
Oh.
I never heard Phil Donahue say that. Hey, come to me, bitch. He always went in there.
Joe, I don't have a question.
You can hold the mic. It's fine.
You said you wanted a little advice.
Yeah.
Get new friends. That's all I can say.
Oh.
You don't think we're good friends, sir?
I'm not good friends with these.
We're wonderful
they're,
friends.
They're business colleagues.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing this for free. That's a big act of friendship.
Yeah. Sit down,
Yes.
East Side Dave with a thyroid problem.
Yeah, sit down, Connor McMuffin.
This is the last one. This is the last one.
Uncle Fez has got something to say. Shut up. You can move up here and hold the mic.
All right, cool.
Hi, I'm Vin from Jersey, and married to a mental health counselor and a yoga instructor. And I'm curious if you've ever tried yoga and meditation or mental health to get through this.
Well, I got the meditation. You're calling that I take medication, but no, I've never done meditation. I just do medication.
Medication. It's a very difficult situation.
Let's just have a Tony off.
So what are you fucking saying? Like fucking medication, or is not the fucking thing? I need a fucking yoga class. I need a
certain
fucking
friends
bunch of
of
yoga
ours-
pants.
Hey, what are you in the mafia or something?
I'm serious though. What did you mean? What did you mean? Like, try that instead of medication. Try mental. I've heard. Do you guys ever meditate ever?
No, I can't. I should, but I have never
can
tried
stay
it.
still. When I go to sleep, I need the volume of the TV up and a lot of activity
you
going
really?
on. I
Sure.
can't. If left alone with my own thoughts, I don't know what the fuck I do. I can't do that. Too much shit going on. I need I Love Lucy on or fucking the Brady Bunch.
It's not falling asleep if when you wake up you have the steering wheel imprint in your forehead.
Come on, it's an airbag. Jeez,
Oh, the
old
Brady
school.
Bunch. I fall asleep to that. I got a DM from her recently.
Oh, did you? Cindy Brady, yeah.
oh,
She
Susan
fucking
Olsen.
she got fired for some
Fired.
comments on social media. Wow, what an asshole.
Well, let's give a round of applause for Anthony
Oh,
Cumia.
thank you so much.
much for doing this.
Thank you. Joe Matarese, thanks so
Dude,
much.
Thank you, Jim Norton. Everybody, let him hear it.
Thank you. That was a treat.
Artie Lang, who's tending to a bloody nose.
Oh no. Oh, poor Artie.
He's got
It's
20.
fucking glass shards. I can't find a fucking towel. Can't believe it.
And listen to these guys. I'm sure. What was that? What was that?
I think Uncle Paul
I
was.
just did an Edgar.
Oh no, it's Edgar. Look at me accusing Edgar of child molestation. Silly me.
I wasn't molesting no one. I thought it was Petey Dinklage.
Give him a nice round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Oh my God.